Hello, good morning, everyone. Today, I'd like to explain about describing a process. Yeah, it is in the important and interesting chapter. I suppose you are when reading a paper, you will find uh, material and method section, and that in that part, uh, the author want to explain about the process how uh, they perform the experiment. And today we will analyze uh, that part, and this is summaries that I can share to you. First, uh, please use past tense. The rationale behind this that the author have done the experiment previously. So when they are writing the paper, uh, all experiment has done. So they use past tense. Don't use will or present tense is are. It is not correct for article paper. Okay. Second, use passive voice. Passive voice is sentence like I ate breakfast. So or I took breakfast. It is active voice. Uh, the subject is I, but uh, for passive voice, the subject is not important. So who doing the activity is not important. The main uh, information that we want to uh, explore is the object. So uh, the passive voice for uh, example sentence is uh, breakfast was taken. Okay, this is the example of passive voice. Or uh, the ball was thrown. Or yeah, something like that. So this is passive voice. The formula is use was or were and then verb three. And then you can use connector. This is like briefly, and then finally this is connector. The function of connector is makes your sentence is run flow smoothly. Uh, and the fourth and fifth, it is only apply for uh, academic writing that we mention about the regions and machine. For example, for measuring absorbance of chemical, you use spectrophotometer, and you have to write the brand of the machine. And also, if you use specific antibody, for example, blah blah blah, you write AppChem or Sigma. Yeah, it is. Please include that region and machine. And the final, in the end of the paragraph, usually author also write about the analyze the result. For example, green cell is was counted, and the red cells was blah blah blah. So how to analyze the result also included in the in this section. So yeah, it is five rule to describe a process in academic writing. Uh, okay, I found some mistake from student. They wrote For example, put blah 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 or mix blah blah blah. Okay, don't do that. So don't start the sentence using verb. Okay, put or mix or dilute blah blah blah. So don't follow non-academic writing. It is like you make to follow recipe for cooking. Usually sentence. Usually it start by a verb. In academic writing, we cannot do that. So use subject. For example, the solution was blah blah blah. Yeah, subject is noun, not start from using verb. And some verb you can use, for example, using okay, the for example is like for example do do is common. So yeah, it means you perform something, but other words you can say, for example, perform. Yeah, it's same meaning with do but more specific. Or carried out. Carried out, it's powerful or very academic writing, and it is commonly used in writing paper. It uh, has it has same meaning with do but more specific and more accurate. Okay, now I show you in the example. This is the step in academic writing, but the same example is not too good because only show apoptosis. So usually the title is specific. For example, measurement of apoptosis. Okay, and then an annexin V50 apoptosis detection kit with PI was used. Okay, this is one example how they use verb, tree, and was, it is passive voice. And then yeah, passive voice and past tense. The exposure concentration were blah blah blah. The exposure were unattached, wash, and then there is specific information how long they perform that experiment, and the speed, blah blah, and how many cells. Yeah, the specific information should be written here. Yeah, blah blah blah, and the last. Yeah, green cells were accepted as apoptotic, red one as necrotic, and clear one is feeble cells. This is the interpretation or this one. Analyze the result. So when we write method, please also involve this part. Okay, this is the basic theory for making for describing the process, and then there is assignment for you. Please make one paragraph uh, for describing process, uh, an experiment that have you performed previously, for example, from practical, or you already read from other paper, and follow this rule. uh, short paragraph, maybe 5 sentences is okay. And then I give you time until 12 and submit on LD room. If you have any question, please send message to me on WhatsApp. Thank you for your attention.